The topic of today's big take is also Microsoft and its big bet on AI and how it just kind of leapfrogged over Google and no one kind of knew about it until now.
Yeah, I mean, that is the framing of the big take. You know, this time last year, we were talking about the new Top Gun film, and if we were talking about artificial intelligence, we were probably doing it in the context of Google and the work that Google was doing in research. And what the big take does, it unpacks the kind of behind-the-scenes journey that Microsoft took, starting probably in 2019, when it started serious investment into OpenAI, through product development 2020, 2021, and we all know the story since November. It's leapfrogged Google, but what it's done is commercialize the technology, offered it into the real world through integration with existing Microsoft software. And we've covered those stories daily here on The Startup, but it's definitely worth a read, the big take.
Ed, it looks like Microsoft may be on pace to close at a record high. Why is it taking the market so long to figure this out? And what is the connection into OpenAI? And what is the connection into the rest of the AI landscape? You talk about the fact that Microsoft's been doing this quietly. It's got some pretty sizable stakes.
It has. So there are varying estimates out there of what commercializing OpenAI's large language models and integrating them in software looks like on the top line. But it's in the tens of billions of dollars of added revenue in the years to come, and that's outlined in the big take. Everything has happened very quickly. The market's response year to date is fascinating. The gains in Microsoft are not to the level of NVIDIA, for example, because NVIDIA was a real terms beneficiary in terms of people buying up GPUs because the GPUs are needed for the compute part of building and training large language models. But go back to that commercial aspect. You know, Google was always so risk averse of taking its research-focused development of large language models and putting it into their sacred commercial products, which is Google Search. Microsoft did it. And in answering your question about the market's response, the market also recognized that Microsoft's actions induced a response in Alphabet and Google, who had to move quickly and declare a code red, bringing the work that they've done in large language models and rolling out generative AI tools across search and also their other online suite of software tools as well.
Ed, do we know where the AI glass, what am I talking about, telescope is going to go to next now?
You mean Google Glass?
No, I mean like literally, like we have NVIDIA, and then there were other companies, and now it's like,
where's the spotlight?
That's how, like,
where's the spotlight going to fall next?
Thank you, telescope, Google Glass.
So go back to what Reid Hoffman was just talking about in that clip, the next big technology company. The question that the big take poses is whether OpenAI becomes that company on its own 2 feet. Or should we think about OpenAI as just a very well-funded subsidiary of Microsoft? You know, they've invested $21 billion in that company so far, approximately, according to sources, but they've kind of ingested it, provided all the compute. So that's the way that I'd frame it. Is it OpenAI, or is it Microsoft, Google, or someone else?